when you feel better in whatever you do, you're gonna do it better.
Hello Max, and thanks for joining us again. This is our 7th interview in our series, and now we're moving on to talk about the Servicizer Mindset, which is one of your original ideas. To start off with though, why do we need a new approach and a mindset to how we perform?
Thanks, Jack. It's good to be back as usual. Let's put it this way. What I really believe is that, life's not about the number of breaths we take, but the moments that take our breath away. Now, I don't know if you agree with that.
Completely.
That's great, because if that's the case, then looking at the 13% only of the global workforce being engaged at work, that's definitely, these moments are definitely not happening at work. And that's something I'm really passionate about changing. And when we look at what's happening out there in terms of disengagement, lack of productivity, people being burned out or under stress or depressed, etc., if we keep doing the same thing that we've been doing so far in terms of all the methods within HR, etc., to get people engaged, the results we're going to get is going to be pretty much the same. Now, when corporations start taking action, usually they get recommended and they get advised on things that they can do to change and help the employees. And whatever it is, it could be more fruits, a little retreat, or whatever extra comes, is usually something that the business does and the organization does, and not focused on the employee's mindset and all that area of the mindfulness and the mindset part to really get to the attitude and the core of the employees that really drives their engagement. And I think that's where we can actually find something. What if there is some tool out there, a new mindset out there that actually can get you engaged and keep you engaged, get you to perform and excel, and also for you to provide an amazing experience to your clients, your colleagues, even your family, your partner, etc., and yourself. All right. So I think this mindset really helps keeping a razor sharp focus on your daily interactions based on service with everybody around you. Better in whatever you do, you're gonna do it better. All right. And so, people won't remember necessarily what you did or what you said. They're going to remember how you made them feel. And connecting all these things together, putting them together, I started realizing, wow, research has come so far, and there is so much evidence behind this that this is just amazing.
So if you were to extract the most powerful ingredient or the most important thing from this model that people can use to improve, what would that be?
Now, one of the key elements behind this, the icing on the cake, the crème de la crème, the section of the cohibas and the Monte Cristos, if you were to say, would be the idea of reciprocity, right? We are independent of cultural background or which part of the world we're from. We're basically conditioned to give back to others the same treatment and behavior that they've given to us. So if I do something good for you, you're basically conditioned to give it back to me. And there is a lot of research behind this, and there's I would say the number one authority in terms of persuasion and influence would be Robert Cialdini in the US. He's got 6 or 7 different secrets behind influence and persuasion, and this one is his number one key to influencing others. It's reciprocity. Now, it's not about expecting something from every single person you do something for, but it's about knowing that if I keep giving in the right way, with the right priorities, it's going to come back to me in a great, maybe even better way.
That's a great story. So finally, just to finish up this, besides kind of going to your seminars, going to your workshops, watching your lectures, going to your courses, what are a few things people can do as individuals to start applying this Servicizer mindset?
Yeah. So let's talk about 3 different things, all right? The first one would be just stop and smell the roses. We just say that. Just stop for a second and see what you're doing and connect it to your personal why. When it comes to why and your purpose, I love the way Simon Sinek puts it out there. Start with why. He's just a great authority in terms of defining your why and purpose. And I like to refer to a story from Marcel Proust, the novelist, who wrote this massive novel called La Recherche de Temps Perdu. And he talks about this experience he has when he's having a cup of tea with a freshly baked Madeleine. And he just describes this wonderful experience of enjoying this and being in the moment and truly enjoying that wonderful life experience. And I think if you connect that to the purpose of why you're doing what you're doing and just break it down and stop for a second, you could start increasing your interactions and having these more wonderful experiences. So that would be one of the steps. So number 2 is becoming a mindful customer. Now, a lot of us don't necessarily think about or are not attentive to the way that we experience every transaction and interaction we have with others as customers. We don't take that much time to start complaining. We all, we're happy to complain about an experience, but you can, as a customer, learn to be in the moment and to actually engage in a way that you increase and enhance your own experiences, right? And here, we got a very good example from a story that I heard from one of my biggest teachers who passed away last year. He always usually talked about this orange. And he was asking people, imagine an orange and you squeeze it all that you can. What's ever going to come out of this orange?
Orange juice.
Are you sure?
I am.
Has it ever happened that you squeeze the orange and apple juice comes out?
Never.
Usually not, right?
No.
So it just goes back to our attitude and mindset. If you don't have those wonderful experiences and the memories of those experiences within you, how are you ever going to be able to offer it to somebody else? Because you don't really have that sampled in your mindset, in your memory, right? So that's really the number 2. Learn to become a great mindful customer to increase your experiences. And number 3 is a simple way, because we all, of course, we focus on our focus and our habits on a daily basis as well. And it is about change your to-do list. Just take the to-do list that I hope that people do, have a to-do list, and turn it and convert it into a list of amazing services to be rendered. Every little interaction, every little item you got on your to-do list, you can do it in a way where you're looking at it as a service that you're rendering to somebody else, without expecting anything back. But at least in the morning when you get up, you're looking at yourself in the mirror and say, well, I did exactly everything I could to make this in the best, most amazing way that I could. So these would be the 3 different ways. The number 1 would be, be in the moment, stop and figure out your why. 2nd, be a great customer. And 3rd, get your to-do list straight and look at it in a different way. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
Max, thank you so much.
Pleasure, as usual.
And thank you for watching. And remember, to see all of Max's videos as well as much more, head over to dukoscopy.tv.